In the ancient stillness of the Himalayas where time dissolves into eternity and silence echoes with divine whispers, there lived a rishi of immense penance and wisdom, Sage Bhardwaj. His devotion to Lord Shiva was absolute, and through deep penance and unwavering faith, he earned the grace of the Supreme. Pleased by his devotion, Lord Shiva granted him a celestial vision, one that transcended the limitations of time and form. He revealed that the divine would incarnate on earth in Kali Yuga not once but thrice, in a continuum of love and service. The first incarnation would be of pure Shiva, the embodiment of detachment, asceticism, and infinite wisdom. The second would be the combined essence of Shiva and Shakti, compassionate, powerful, and expansive. The third would be Shakti alone, the force of divine love, grace, and transformation. Thus began the cosmic unfolding of the Sai. In the 19th century, a humble village in Maharashtra called Shirdi became the ground where divinity would walk. A young fakir appeared, nameless and mysterious, dressed in a torn kafni with eyes that held galaxies. He had no known lineage, no possessions, and no agenda, except to serve, heal, and awaken. The villagers would come to know him as Sai Baba of Shirdi. He was beyond caste, creed, and religion. He shared his food with beggars and kings alike, healed everyone with equal love, and taught through silence, miracles, and parables. He maintained a sacred fire, the dhuni, which still burns to this day. Through this fire, he offered grace, healed hearts, and burned away karmic sufferings. His message was timeless. Sabka Malik Ek. One God governs all. As he departed from his physical form in 1918, he had already prophesied his return. The cosmic cycle turned again, and the second flame rose. In 1926, in the remote village of Puttaparthi, in the state of Andhra Pradesh, a divine child was born to Iswarama and Pedavenkama Raju Ratnakaram. His name? Sathya Narayan Raju. Even as a baby, signs of the extraordinary shimmered around him. Musical instruments played divine music around him on their own. A cobra was found coiled beneath his cradle, hood raised in reverence, a herald of divinity, remembered in legends of Krishna and now witnessed again. As he grew, the miracles multiplied. When he walked, anklets were heard, though none adorned his feet. Without being taught, he sang devotional songs in perfect rhythm and melody. His touch healed, his presence soothed, and his heart radiated nothing but boundless love. At the age of 14, young Sathya was stung by a scorpion, an event that seemed ordinary yet marked the extraordinary. For days, he slipped into a state of deep silence, his eyes reflecting a world far beyond the physical. When he finally rose, a quiet divinity had awakened within him. One morning soon after, he scattered jasmine flowers onto the floor, and they arranged themselves into the name Sai Baba. With a serene smile, he declared, "I am Sai Baba. I belong to none and to all. My work is to uplift mankind." Thus, the second incarnation, a perfect union of Shiva and Shakti, had stepped into the world. By the time he turned 17, his mission had already taken form. He chose a quiet patch of land beside the Chitravati River, announcing it would become the heart of his divine work. That sacred space would blossom into Prashanthi Nilayam, the abode of supreme peace. From there, he launched a wave of service that touched millions. Free hospitals, universities, and water projects, all offered with love. With every miracle and every moment, he reminded the world that true divinity lies not in distance, but in devotion, in duty, and in the silent act of serving others. He also affirmed the continuation of this divine story. He foretold the arrival of the third and final incarnation, Prema Sai Baba, who would be born in the district of Manja in Karnataka. This avatar would be Shakti alone, the divine feminine force, whose grace would awaken love and harmony across humanity. The prophecy lives, and the divine saga continues. Even after Sri Sathya Sai Baba shed his mortal coil in 2011, his mission did not diminish. Divine love cannot be bound by form. It flows, evolves, and continues. And it was in this flowing stream that a new chapter emerged. Among the students of Baba's own university was a brilliant and sincere young man, Madhusudan Naidu, a scholar, a speaker, and above all, a devoted seeker. In the silence of his longing, the formless voice of Sathya Sai returned. What began as inner communion soon turned to divine guidance. One of the most transformative moments occurred during a memorial tribute to Bhagawan. As Madhusudan stood at the podium, Sri Sathya Sai appeared beside him, not in memory, but in subtle form. The divine presence enveloped him, and he heard Baba's words, felt his instruction, and received his blessings. The river of divine will had found a new channel. With humility, Madhusudan surrendered himself to the will of the Master. Over time, under Baba's continued guidance, he undertook the same mission of service with renewed vigor. Hospitals offering free care rose once again. Schools providing values-based, world-class education spread across rural India and beyond. An entirely free medical college, unique in the world, was founded to nurture doctors not just of skill, but of compassion. Meals are served daily to millions of children, all without seeking donations, recognition, or applause. It was the same divine mission, carried forward with the same spirit. In time, Madhusudan Naidu came to be known as Sadguru, Sri Madhusudan Sai, a divine instrument chosen to continue the work of love. He often says, "This is not my work, this is his work. I am but a reflection of his love." With Baba's guidance, he travels across the world, sowing seeds of compassion, igniting flames of selfless service, and reminding every soul of its innate divinity. And so, the flame that was lit by Sage Bhardwaj, that took form in the fakir of Shirdi, expanded through the miracles of Puttaparthi and continues in the selfless service of Mudenahali, which still burns bright, awaiting the divine avatar of Prema Sai. One truth, one love, one divine mission. The divine saga continues, in the hearts of all who walk the path of love, service, and unity. Let us be the instruments of God, to love all and serve all with quality and care, through innovation and compassion.